right, I know it's been some time, but your boy is back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's your boy Mark Summers, Major Linux, twitch.tv/Major Linux, and it's time. Ooh, that did not end on a note, on an octave or no. I don't know. I'm not music. I don't understand music theory. I'm only learning Marxist theory. But it's time for another Tech Talk today. It is August 12th, 2024. And speaking of Marxist theory, watching some people debate it right now, live in a Discord. Well, not a video, but just in text, and it's very interesting. And I am upset that it's happening right now when I decide to go live. Because this is really good. I'm because I really want to see where this conversation is going to go. But I'm here with you all, so I guess I should focus on you, the viewer. But man, really want to follow this. I'm doing some pretty good work lately, and I want to absorb as much as I can, see things from multiple angles, like bam, 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 bam. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Okay, nothing happening there either. I should probably get to the news though. Should focus on the news. Luckily, not a lot, but also with this time frame, because lunch has been served, people have been fed, I don't have to leave this chair. The one thing though, and I noticed today that all right, so for one, like I kind of made an announcement during Tech Talk Thursdays that I'm planning on switching it to the afternoon. Just plan on switching these things to the afternoon, mainly because I would like to be able to do this and not have to worry about stopping to feed children. Again, if I can feed my son ahead of time, that's great. And then I have all the time to discuss whatever news, however long it may take. And I actually play some video games. I can actually sit here uninterrupted for a few hours. That all being said, when I decided I was going to sit at 2 p.m., I didn't realize that on Wednesday I had a therapy appointment. So Wednesday there will not be a show. I am hoping to have one on the 15th, but I am not sure yet. But yeah, so far, so good on my schedule of events. Just know that Wednesday will not be here unless I do an earlier thing, and then, like I do the 10 o'clock and get done by noon, so that way I can have therapy at 2 p.m. Because your boy needs it. Your boy needs it. Let's see here. Move that out of the way. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Where is it? Oh, yes, there it is. Yeah, outside of that, then not much is going on. Again, just the time change. No, that will be it. I'm going to hopefully and maybe more consistently stream at 2 p.m. I don't know. Also, Thursdays is a thing that I don't know. I was like 2 p.m. playing games and to do this all over again before Tech Talk Thursdays. We'll see. It might get knocked down to 3. Or I don't know. I mean, it could still happen. I just like, all right, yeah, cool. At 4, I'm gonna take a break, go do something else, and then come back in 4 hours with a bigger show with a whole crew. Oh, really? I can get myself a free meal worth $25. Sounds fantastic. but it feels like it's too good to be true. Terms and conditions do apply here. Ah, delicious. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. I've delayed long enough. Let's get into the news. We got few tech, just a handful of tech stories and one gaming story. So let's get into it. All right, first off, coming out of this weekend, researchers discover a potential catastrophic exploit present in AMD chips for decades. This is something I do not think a lot of home users are going to have to worry about. A lot of the security researchers are saying that this could be an issue for like server hardware more than anything else. Like it affects all AMD CPUs. The AMD CPU that is in your computer right now probably is vulnerable to this issue. It is just that unless you have the worst friends on the planet, I do not think that this is something you have to worry about. Security researchers have found a vulnerability in AMD processors that has persisted for decades, according to reporting by Wired. This is a fascinating security flaw because it was found in the firmware of the actual chips and potentially allows malware to deeply infect a computer's memory. The flaw was discovered by researchers from the security firm IO Active, who are calling the AMD-based vulnerability a sync close flaw. This potentially allows hackers to run their own code in the most privileged mode of an AMD processor, system management mode. This is typically a protected portion of the firmware. The researchers have also noted that the flaw dates back to at least 2006 and that it impacts nearly every AMD chip. Now that's the bad news. Now on this better news, despite being potentially catastrophic, the issue is unlikely to impact regular people. That's because in order to make full use of the flaw, hackers would already need a deep access to an AMD-based PC or server. That's a lot of work for a random home PC, but could spell trouble for corporations or other large entities. This is particularly worrisome for governments and the like. In theory, malicious code could burrow itself so deep within the firmware that it would be almost impossible to find. As a matter of fact, the researchers say that the code will likely survive a complete reinstallation of the operating system. The best option for infected computers would be a one-way ticket to the trash heap. I want to see, AMD has acknowledged the issue and says that it has released mitigation options for data center products and Ryzen PC products, with mitigations for AMD embedded products coming soon. The company has also published a full list of impacted chips. So yeah, there is some mitigation factors or some mitigation steps for it, but yeah. I wonder if these affected products. So you got the epics here. Data center graphics, embedded processors, client. Yeah, I'm wondering if these actually affect consoles and like the Steam Deck. It doesn't look like it. I don't know. And it may be because like it like the type of code it would be running, like who knows, these consoles may not do the same thing, even though like I feel like a ROG Ally would technically be susceptible to it. Like I don't see Zen, like what is it? I forget what yeah, I don't know. It's, let's see, what does the ROG Ally use? Z1, okay. Yeah, so I don't see anything Z1 related unless, like, you know, it's just not called. Like, it's just not called any of these things. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe handhelds like the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, Legion Go, all that stuff, or even they're just like even consoles like the PS5, actually yeah, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series of consoles may not be affected by it, but yeah, it's kind of a bummer to see it out here. Hopefully hopefully for next generation of chips, it'll be, worked around or like kind of patched out. I don't know how you patch out things in hardware, but like, I guess a design change that would not facilitate such a huge flaw. But again, it is good to know that, hey, your Ryzen PC at home, you're good. Now, if you're running Ryzen machines in the data center, you might want to be extra careful. See if you can get any mitigations. Also, I'd still say update your firmware on the computer if they have those out for your machine. I heard it's limited on the types of chips that they're patching, like limited enough to where people in the community are like, so this is all it? This is it? This is all you fixing? Next up, now, if you follow me online, you may have noticed that over the weekend, I may have ruffled some feathers. Now, regardless of whatever is going on in Venezuela, again, hands off Venezuela. I will at least say that there should be no foreign influence in any other country's elections. What the fuck are we doing? You can't have it both ways, US. You can't. So regardless of whoever is in power, there is still foreign activities happening in Venezuela's elections. This includes this ferret looking motherfucker right here, Mr. Musk himself, who now, while we can sit there and say that there is actions on Twitter and there are people who have gone on record and said that that the far right opposition in Venezuela has been using Twitter to organize and kind of do their things. I mean, sure, maybe, but also, and I don't know, just hear me out here. There are probably other platforms they're using, which, by the way, I'll get to that in a second. It's not here, but I also did see that something else was blocked, which does kind of go to what I was saying, which will go to what I am saying currently. However, this human piece of apartheid excrement has been fanning the flames of a lot of far-right shit over the past few days. Not only has he been tweeting out shit that kind of sway opinion as, you know, apparently the smartest person alive in Venezuela, but he's been doing the same shit in the UK as well, because I believe this is from the previous weekend where a lot of far-right agitators got online, mistakenly assumed that a murder suspect was Muslim, and then all the pale-faced folks in the UK decided they wanted to go march and weed these people out, only to be met by a coalition of immigrants and people who just have more fucking sense than not to say, yeah, the fuck you doing this in our streets? Go the fuck back home. So again, good on the UK. Now, if only we can sit there and, you know, do that shit here. But back to Venezuela. Because of right-wing meddling, far right-wing meddling by the likes of Musk and those who are in opposition, in opposition government, opposition leadership in Venezuela, on top of just other foreign actors, Venezuela has blocked Twitter access for 10 days. Now this was back on August 9th. We are now on the 12th. So it's been 3 days into it. I think this is another week or so. Or not another week. That doesn't make any sense. No, yeah, no, it does. It's just 7 days. 3 minus 10 or 10 minus 3. So yeah, that works. Yeah, that's right. Cause I'm thinking, yeah, math is hard. Anywho, Twitter has been blocked in Venezuela for 10 days. On top of that as well, and like I said, I don't know who is organizing on Twitter. Why would you put your plans out in the open like that? I would use a program like Signal to do that. Signal has also been banned by Venezuela, but this one is specifically about Twitter. At the moment, I've not seen any articles about Signal. That's not to say that it has not happened. I've also seen, I think, posts from Signal on Mastodon that are calling for people to set up proxy networks so that way they can kind of get around the censorship, which, again, for censorship purposes, I understand why you want to get around it. And again, like, this may not be the best move here. Blocking Twitter, blocking Signal access, blocking any type of communication with the outside world. That goes against net neutrality. Again, understand that part. And this is not me excusing the Venezuelan government. This is not me excusing Nicolás Maduro. However, how do you get this man to shut the fuck up? That's the problem. Like, because he is actively, in multiple cases, inciting violence in places in which he does not live. Now, I understand this is his platform. He can do where the fuck he wants. And the government blocking access is a form of censorship. But, and again, not me condoning censorship. This is just like me and whatever my personal beef is with Musk. But how do you shut him the fuck up? I am willing to take any measure that does not lead in government censorship in shutting Musk up. Like, genuinely, this is not me like, look, if you've got better solutions, say them. Otherwise, we have to censor the platform. No, not what I'm saying. I am legitimately looking for reasons like, hey, how can we shut this motherfucker up once and for all? I'm also not condoning violence, but I can't keep people from saying things. They have their own. It's their right to do so as a human being. As I am not a government agent, I'm not a government entity. I cannot violate somebody's First Amendment right to do anything, because apparently that's what people kind of forget about when they talk about the First Amendment. Like, I'm not the government. If I don't want to listen to you, I can block you. But that's not what I'm doing here. All ears on how we shut this motherfucker up. I'm only including this story not because of Venezuela blocking access to Twitter, but it's like, I don't know, if I had to hear enough of this dude casting, like, just this, like, spouting violent rhetoric about the people in my country, about me, maybe, no, not the right thing to do. Shouldn't do it, won't do it, but maybe. I feel like the UI should do it. Once this man comes out of pocket, all right, we're just cutting off the cable from Twitter. We're shutting it down. We're putting Twitter in a timeout. But again, First Amendment violation here. And, you know, I mean, even for him personally, if we figured out some way to personally block him from everybody's feeds on Twitter, and the government did it, First Amendment violations, I get that. But there has to be a private solution to this. There has to be a private sector solution to shut this motherfucker up. I'll take my answer off the air. Speaking of Musky Musk and his companies and things he has control over, the cheapest Tesla Cybertruck is now $99,990, with the promised $60K model canceled. And I just want you all to remember that when he promised the Cybertruck back in 2019, as this subtitle reads here, it was going to sell for $39,900. When they came out, the $60,000 model was the cheapest they had. But now you can only buy it for at the low price of $99,990. I mean, a steal. Let's see. Still a southern competition, and yet the Tesla has been outselling the Ford despite the cheapest Cybertruck costing a minimum of $99,900, with Lightnings available on dealer lots with price tags that are $20,000 to $30,000 less. A better cross shop might well be the GMC Hummer EV. Like the Cybertruck, the Hummer is so heavy it counts as a Class 3 truck here in the US, a fact that precludes international sales in most markets, which require special licenses to operate heavier vehicles, but also effectively have six-figure starting prices now once you take into account delivery charges. So far, the Tesla's winning this sales battle too, with nearly 3 times as many being sold in Q2. So just nobody's just buying EV trucks, and the only ones who are just douches who are buying Teslas. That makes me feel sad in so many ways, because I really want, like, if I'm going to buy a truck, I wanted it to be an EV truck. But also, EV trucks are kind of huge. If there was like a Ford Ranger EV truck, that'd be great. And actually, I saw a TikTok a couple of days ago where somebody, like, there's a company coming out, there's this company trying to launch a 1990s size, full size pickup truck, which was, it's market to be smaller than what we have now. I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can see things that I liked on TikTok. Oh, come on. You know who I am. Stop fucking with me. Okay, I forgot that @ symbol. Okay. Oh, cool. I can see liked things. There it is. It's this one. Right. Look how small this truck is compared to what you can get now. I love how it says, like, that's the dated form factor. When you look, there's a 90s truck over there. Look how small these things are. I can fuck with this. Look at that. I agree. I agree. I think we do need more smaller trucks. I would buy a smaller truck. Like, I imagine, like, how big, like, they still, like, I think they started making Ford Raptors again, right? Oh no, that's not. What am I thinking of? I know the Maverick is a small one, but actually, even then, that looks kind of big too. But look at this. See, I mean, it don't look too big, and like I want to say the Santa Cruz. It's not that big either. Like, yeah, they don't look too big. I don't know how. Is that like a Google comparison for? Oh, Ranger. The Ranger is what I was thinking of. All right, so I think here's a. I mean, okay. I feel like this is a little smaller than this. I don't feel like. I don't know. Let's see a Ranger. Oh, we got a Santa Cruz versus a Maverick. Let's see. What? Okay, that could be a perspective thing here.
Welcome, fellow car lovers. There are two popular budget.
Oh my God! Why? I had to click on an AI video, didn't I? Also, wait. What the fuck is happening? But also, I'm mad that this is a video that was made yesterday. Yeah, so it's like, okay, maybe this guy. I mean, it's still a perspective thing, right?
Comparison of the 2024 Ford Maverick versus the 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz. A pair of very similar compact trucks. Both trucks have not seen any major changes this year.
Compact trucks?
Really redesigned in 2022. Since then, the Maverick did add a trimmer off-road option for an extra $3,000.
Maybe that's what I was seeing, like these top of the lines where it's like they've been lifted up a little bit and made them look bigger.
First off, price range of the Maverick is between $24,000 and $35,000.
Damn, that's not bad. 24.
Two powertrains, one of which is a hybrid. Fuel economy in the city.
Okay, so that was the thing that kind of confused me because I thought the Maverick was hybrid only, but apparently no, it is just like there's a full gas power version and then there's a hybrid, which kind of bums me out. I feel like there's probably a site I can go to that will give me the information I need, like how tall they are. Well, a true car, maybe. There we go. All right, cool. I want a physical size. You know what? Let's add the Maverick to it, right? This year. This is what we're doing. We're looking at this year's cars. Like, I'm looking for a small car. Let's see. No. Why are we doing this? Go away. Exterior? No. I want physical. There we go. Measurements. All right. So the Ford Ranger is the tallest at 73.9 inches. Santa Cruz is 66.7, and the Ford Maverick is 68.7. Oh yeah, let's actually compare a big boy. So let's look at a Ford F-150 from 2024. Please don't make me scroll when you add it. You're broke things. Thank you. Measurements. There we go. Height. Okay, so 75.6 compared to 73.9. So they're not that far off, right? I mean, we've got what? 75.6 versus 66.7. It's about 10 inches shorter. I get, well, that's like, I mean, it's not a whole foot. But I mean, 9 inches. That's not that's not it's not something to fuck around with. I realized where that was going. Just might as well lean into it. You know what? I'm gonna add a car. I'm gonna add a car for good measure, right? So let's go back to Hyundai. I'm gonna add my car. I have a Sonata 2021. Because I just want to see, like, compared to the height of my actual car, what are we looking at? Measurements and a height. So 56.9 inches. So like, it's like 10. So the difference between my car and the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Cruz is about 60. It's about like 10 inches. So that's like going from here to here. Now I'm going to add yet another car just because I like this, and again I need to make up time. There's not a lot of news. I'm going to add a Santa Fe. I'm going to add a 2020 Santa Fe. That is the SUV that my wife drives, so that way I can actually have a decent comparison of how high something is. Like my car is low and her truck is high. I can kind of estimate what I'm working with here. So 67.1 inches in the Santa Fe versus 75.6 in the Ford F-150. Jeez. And I feel like I'm somewhat climbing it. Oh shit, I know another truck I can try. I don't know the year. That's the problem. I don't know the year of my dad's truck. I wish that they didn't put it as a 3-car comparison, but so I'm going to take out the Cruise here, and I'm going to take out, apparently I cannot take out the Sonata. That is odd. What? Oh, because it wasn't done loading yet. Okay. Oh shit. All right, at least it'll be easier to follow now. So yeah, with a height of 67.1 versus the... Okay, so the Santa Cruz is a little bit lower. That's not too bad. Yeah. So yeah, these seems like they're taller trucks. And going from 66.7 to 73.1, yeah, like the Ranger seems like it might be too tall. To where it's like, yeah, like something like a Santa Cruz, not too bad. Not too bad given the fact that it is lower in height than a 2020 Santa Fe. And definitely shorter than this Ford F-150. Even though it seems like it can go down as low as 75.2 inches. Maybe that's the base model. No. I don't know what it is that brings it down, but maybe it's the STX. I don't know. Like the one that races, you want something that's lower to the ground? No, I mean, it took it down, but yeah, I don't know. There are some other trims I guess you can look at, but yeah, if you're looking at like 75, 76 inch height, and even like this is comfortable for me to get in and out like sideways, laterally. I would probably, yeah, if I was looking for a truck, I would probably go with a Santa Cruz. Unfortunately, it starts at $28,295. And your boy ain't got no job. Also, ooh, the MPG, horrible. Yeah, it looks like I'm sticking to cars for a bit because, yeah, that's not great. That's not great. But yeah, we don't need things like this. the Ford, like as much as I would like to have a Ford F-150 Lightning, it is too big of a vehicle. Maybe like a Maverick hybrid could get me where I need to go, but yeah. Like, I don't hate this because it is Tesla. I mean, I do, but honestly, it's just like big, gaudy monstrosities for pavement princesses is not where I'm at. I just want something that's a little bit higher that I don't have to kind of, like, as much as I do like to be in cars and kind of can fly around because of low center of gravity, my knees are like, yo, dog, you are not in an Indy car. Why are we having to do this? Like, small SUV, if anything. Small SUV, great gas mileage. Like, and it makes, like, it's at a point too, it's like, damn, I do regret not sticking with the Coda now. Because my knees are like, yo, we can't do this. Maybe we can just find a stylish small SUV. Let's do that. And I'm not gonna. Oh, the Sportages, the Kia Sportages are looking really good, but they are fucking expensive. Moving on to some labor news. Nearly everyone working on Nova Launcher has been laid off. The original developer is still working on the project, but far fewer resources are now supporting the launcher. Definitely want to give a shout out to Cliff over at All Things Tech. I think allthingstech.social. One of the first Mastodon admins that I was able to meet and befriend once I gotten over to the space. Very smart dude. Was like, when he told me he worked for Nova Launch, I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. I've used your product. They're like, yo, that's some big shit. I mean, I'm on an iPhone now, but like, I think it's really cool when I meet people who have worked on things that I've used and that I enjoy using. So yeah, it is definitely a bummer to hear what happened. And even if it wasn't the case, even if I've never used Nova Launcher, it still fucking sucks. You know, that more people are losing jobs, especially with it being such a very tough market to be in. Despite the reports to the contrary. So I hope all of those who have been affected by the layoffs are able to, you know, find employment elsewhere if they choose to do so. If not, I definitely understand. But hopefully things aren't going to get bad for you all. Wish you all the best. And finally, in some good news, see, sometimes I'm not a torturous person. However, this is the only gaming story I have today. Hi-Fi Rush Studio Tango Gameworks, which was about to get shut down by Microsoft, was saved by PUBG's publisher Krafton. So again, that is definitely good news. Now, there's no telling what's going to happen with the teams, like whether or not they're going to be able to bring over everybody. Luckily, they hadn't been laid off yet. Luckily, the studio was still open and they were doing things. But yeah, it's great that, you know, they were able to be saved. And hopefully, you know, good things will happen. But of course, you know, when things change hands, whether it's through acquisitions or through selling of companies from one parent company to another, there's always shakeups that happen. Hopefully, this won't be one of those things where people still lose jobs. And I don't want to say, hey, I mean, at least, you know, not if it does, like, at least not as many people will lose them. I was like, because, you know, everybody was about to be gone. Like, not the time for that. It'll never be the right time for that. Nobody should be losing jobs. What are we doing? What are we saying here? Apparently, yeah, Krafton recognizes a good game studio when they see one. When it sees one, you know, did what Microsoft apparently couldn't do, which actually it did do, but then forgot it did it, I guess. looking for short games that have meaningful impact or something to that effect. Oh wow, I did not see this quote, and I definitely use this. I'm back, baby. See, I used it. Watch it. Look it. See, it says I'm back, baby. The move for Microsoft to Crafton will not impact Tango's existing game catalog, which includes The Evil Within, The Evil Within 2, and Ghostwire Tokyo, and the original Hi-Fi Rush. The publisher said Hi-Fi Rush is available on PlayStation 5, Windows PC, and Xbox Series X. So yeah, it seems like Microsoft gets to keep these games along with Hi-Fi Rush. Wait, hold on, no. Yeah, I thought I read somewhere that Xbox was keeping certain games, but I don't see that mentioned here. But yeah, so in a news release, Crafton said it intends to collaborate with Xbox and ZeniMax to ensure a smooth transition and maintain continuity at Tango Gameworks, allowing the talented team to continue developing the Hi-Fi Rush IP and explore future projects. Crafton added that it intends to support the Tango Gameworks team to continue its commitment to innovation and delivering fresh and exciting experiences for fans. Well, I guess Microsoft might be keeping these titles, like, because again, they were, I guess, maybe published. But like I guess Tango is still working on these titles, or at least they're working on Hi-Fi Rush still, to provide updates. But like, hey, they're going to create some other stuff too. Yeah, it's this line right here that kind of confuses me. Like, does Microsoft keep the Evil Within IP and Ghostwire Tokyo, or is that going with Tango? I don't remember. Actually, you know what? I think I know where I saw where that conversation was happening. Give me a second. Don't mind that Discord. Or don't mind that server. Let's see. Go to the news desk. We are looking for... Oh, right. It wouldn't be in there because I have not talked in there, but we've got... Okay, so it was not in here. It was just to call, quoting, we need smaller games that give us prestige and awards. Yeah, I don't know what this means. That they also said there will be no impact on the existing game catalog of the Evil Within 2, and Ghostwire Tokyo, and the original Hi-Fi Rush game. Maybe it's the fact that they may be concerned that, like, people may have been concerned that the games may be delisted or something like that. Because the Evil Within and Evil Within 2, actually all 4 of these titles are multi-platform. So it's not like, oh no, will they be released on Sony and taken off Xbox? Like, that seems stupid. Why would you do that? So I don't know, maybe they're just saying like, hey, nothing's going to happen to them. You will still be able to buy them, play them, what have you. Like, I guess whatever may be listed on, you know, because it's not a Bethesda studio anymore. Like, whatever is listed when you load the games up, it will say, like, still say Bethesda, still say ZeniMax, it'll still say Tango Gameworks, what have you. I don't know. It seems unclear, but that's all. Like, I mean, that's the only rationale I can think of what they mean by that. So, with all that being said, though, we're done here. There's no more news. There's none. It's just nothing I could do. Let's see. I wish I had a game to play that I really want to play that's on the top of my mind, but I do not. I don't know what I want to play. I know I was playing some Life is Strange True Colors, but I kind of want to respect not spoiling that game still. Because I forgot what happened at the end of chapter 1 and was still surprised when it happened. It's like, oh shit, that's right. Still sucks though. Still fucking hurts. Why you do this to me, Gabe? Again. I've already been past this point and I'm still fucking shocked and awed and hurt and betrayed. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. Let's see, I didn't open up the RSS feed, so don't let's say I want to check that right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, Call of Duty is still a thing. I finished that off stream. You know, I wish there were not third-party launchers that I'd have to open up or that don't get automatically opened up when I open up the Xbox app. Let's see. I was playing some Yakuza. I did Night Terror X. Okay, I need to look up who this dude is. I've seen this name before. I've seen this. It doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't say I know who this dude is. And that's sad. Let's see. I was looking for something though. So I did finish Yakuza 2. Okay. What if I play Yakuza 3? What's going on, homeboy? How you doing? How you living? How you feeling? I'm thinking. I'm really leaning towards playing Yakuza 3 on stream. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't. And it's like, because I can only play this game on PC. I cannot play it on my Steam Deck because it's an Xbox title unless I play in the cloud. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think I should just play it, right? Well, first I gotta install it. That's the other thing that I have to do. That shouldn't be an issue. That shouldn't be an issue. It's not gonna take that long. All right. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a quick little break while that is installing. And I guess make some changes to places on Twitch. So yeah, I should probably I need to reconfigure the cloud setup on my Steam Deck so I can play stuff on the cloud there. Unlike GeForce Now. Oh shit, it might be on GeForce Now. I should check and see if it's on GeForce Now. Because if it's on GeForce Now, then I don't have to worry about trying to set up Xbox Game Pass, because GeForce Now gives you instructions and a fucking script to run that will install the apps you need and configure it in a way to work on the Steam Deck. What? Ugh, that's a bummer. I am sad. I am disheartened. Thank you for the follow. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to go step away for a second and go sulk in the knowledge that I cannot play this game on Game Pass. And I'll be right back. Y'all still here? Anywho, thank you so much for tuning in to another video. Really do appreciate it. Of course, if you like the content that you just saw, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things that the YouTubers ask you to do. I guess that includes me now. Anywho, yes, like, comment, subscribe. Really do appreciate it. Support the channel over Patreon, PayPal, whatever. Check out the links in the video. To anything else I might be pushing, hawking, I don't know. Did I sell out by now? I recorded this ages ago. Have I sold out? Let me know. But until then, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.